Friday, we understand that Jesus dies. Sunday, we understand that Jesus gets up. But we overlook Saturday. Nobody has service on Saturday. Nobody has revival. People go shop. People get their hair done. People make those last minute touches. Media teams all across the world, you're either cruising or you're pulling your hair out right now. Pastors, are making their last minute preparations for tomorrow morning. And we completely overlook today. We overlook the meantime. And again, this video may not be for everybody, but it is for you. And I want to speak to my creatives, my content creators, my podcasters, my entrepreneurs, my authors, my speakers, my influencers, my coaches, my leaders, nonprofit organizations. Saturday is a difficult day. Imagine you wake up Saturday and it's like, yo, Jesus is dead, and you forget that Sunday is coming. Saturday is a rough day. Saturday is a tough day, because Saturday requires more strength than any other day. Because despite the fact that you spent time with him, despite the fact that you know that Sunday is coming because you believe what he said, and you know that everything he said has come true, has come to pass, you believe him. He said, yo, I'm getting up. And it's like, but you died. And how? And it's not that he died, it's the way that he died. Like nails, not in his hands. I know we say hands, in the context of things, but if you nail somebody in their hands, it'll rip through their flesh. It's not strong enough. They nailed him in his forearm. Nail in his feet. No, it was really kind of like in his ankles. Crown of thorns, whipped him, spit on him, embarrassed him. How you coming back from that? Like, Jesus, I see you come back from a lot, but how do you bounce back from that? And a lot of times that's where I found myself. A lot of times that's where you find yourself. How do I come back from this? How do I bounce back from this? For those of you who are familiar with the Bible, because I understand everybody that watches, my videos may not necessarily be a Christian. Even if you are a Christian, you may not identify with this story. But Paul, the Apostle Paul is dealing with something, and he's like, yo, like, bro, like, can you take this away from me? You may know it as the thorn in his flesh. And it's like, yo, please, can you take this away from me? And it's like, no, my grace is sufficient. What does that sound like? Sounds like Jesus on the cross, like, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? Like, if it be your will, like, take this cup away. Sounds like Jesus in the garden, take this away, until he gets to the place of saying, not my will, but your will. And like I said, Friday is easy. Sunday is easy from a Christian experience standpoint, from the traditionalism of what this weekend represents. But we forget about Saturday, and we forget that Saturday is a meantime. Saturday is the day that we struggle with doubt. Saturday is the day that we struggle with unbelief. Saturday is the day that we struggle with, am I really called to this? I've read every book in the world. I've watched every seminar. I've watched every webinar. I'm doing all of the steps, but I'm not seeing a return on my investment. I'm not seeing the success that I thought I would experience. I'm somewhere stuck between 0 and 1,000 subscribers. Even for myself, I think at the time I'm recording this, I'm like at 582, if I'm not mistaken. And I get comments and messages all the time that people are shocked. It's like, man, I'm shocked that you're under 1,000. It's like, yo, I'm shocked that you're under 1,000. And yo, your 1,000 is coming. Your 1,000 is coming. And I'm like, yeah, I know it is. I know it is. And early on, I would get frustrated because it's like I know my gift is beyond where I am. I know my talent is beyond where I am. I know my intellect is beyond where I am. Like this Saturday thing, it sucks because I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Literally, I'm stuck between what felt like death from just exposing myself and jumping out there and putting myself out there for the entire world to see. Because when you put these videos out there, when you record podcasts, you open yourself up for everybody to judge you and critique you. So it's all so you got to get over that first level of death anyway, that first level of sacrifice. Not even for the sake of trying to experience a reward. It's just like, this is something I believe I'm really supposed to do. So that's one thing. But then once you get out here and it's like, there's nobody here. People are always there at the start and they're always there at the finish, but nobody's there while you're running a race. Nobody's there when you're suffering. Nobody's there when you're going through. Nobody is there when it's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and you're trying to grind it out. Nobody is there, when you're trying to figure out where am I going to get the money to get this inventory so I can sell this apparel, or I can sell this food, or I can sell these books. Nobody is there in that meantime. That's a real meantime. And Saturday, Jesus is dead. So we think. What actually happens is that Jesus is in hell by choice because he goes to hell to preach to the Old Testament saints who died without the gift of grace. We get over here in the New Testament, again, going back to the story of Paul. Paul, he says, take this thorn away. My grace is sufficient. He can only experience that grace because Jesus comes not to destroy the law, but to fulfill the law. How does he fulfill that law? He fulfills that law with grace. So he goes to hell and he preaches grace. And we understand that Sunday, all power only happens as a result of the fulfillment of his call, of the fulfillment of his destiny, of the fulfillment of grace. Now I've taken away the keys from hell. I've taken away the keys from death. I've taken away the keys from the grave. And I've literally got all power. And the thing is, you're so powerful. You're so talented. You're so gifted. You're so intelligent. You got to give yourself grace. Hardest lesson I had to learn was in the meantime. Between the beginning and the end. We still got to live this life. And some days are better than others. Some months you're going to get 100 subscribers. Some months you're going to get 1. Some days you're going to get 1,000 likes. Some days you're going to get 5. And it can seem like a real mean time. But the one thing when I get those comments now, I smile because it's like, hey, just keep working, keep striving, allow that grace, give yourself grace. Allow yourself to experience that grace so you can be sustained and learn to give other people grace, because there are people that are coming that are watching you and they're saying, I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to start a podcast. I want to write a book. I want to start a business. I want to start a nonprofit organization. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be an influencer. And they'll look at you and they'll be like, I thought you would be a lot further along. No, it really don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And they'll say, I thought you were a lot further along than what you were. And so you've got to learn to give yourself grace, because you got to learn to extend grace to other people who are just getting started. YouTube is rough. Social media is rough, but YouTube is rough. YouTube can make you want to slap somebody. YouTube makes you want to go look up people's IP addresses and see where they at and roll up on them. That's the significance of Jesus dying. Spit, whipped, stabbed, beat, killed. And he still had enough strength to say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And people don't know. I know we like to think that people know, but they don't know. Because what they don't know is that it's the negativity that if I can overcome it, If I can learn to overcome it, it actually sustains me. It gives me strength. It gives me that fuel to keep going. It gives me that fuel to get to Saturday. It gives me that fuel to make it, because it's like, yo, you may feel overlooked right now, but Sunday is coming. You may feel like this is a mean time right now, but Sunday is coming. You may feel like your talent, the things that you're doing are a lot greater than what people are giving you recognition for. Sunday is coming. I know for myself, I'm like, yeah, there are a lot of things. I'm like, yo, that should have had like 1 million views by now. Sunday is coming. Saturday is a very rough day. It's a mean time. So I know you're getting your hair done. I know you're getting fly. I know you're getting your shoes polished. I know you done spent like $500 on your outfit for tomorrow. But let's stop and take a second. And whatever it is that you do in your life, I want you to take a deep breath and give yourself some grace. Because that's what Jesus did today. He gives us grace. Grace now becomes fulfilled. Jesus brings grace when he's born and he comes to earth, he brings grace. But the fulfillment of that grace, the ability to experience it fully is now. Because here's the thing. We didn't deserve the forgiveness. We didn't deserve our sin, our frailties, our shortcomings. They put him on the cross to begin with. So it's only grace that gives us the right to even accept the forgiveness that he asked God to give us in the midst of him dying. Sunday is coming. The reward is coming. Your 1,000 subscribers are coming. Your news and noteworthy podcast is coming. Your New York Times bestseller list is coming. Your blue check is coming. Your 6 figures in sales this year is coming. Your 7 figures, your $1 million in sales is coming. Everything that you want, everything that you desire in life, Sunday is coming. But in the meantime, in this real meantime, learn to give yourself grace. Learn to give yourself grace. Learn to give yourself grace. And learn to give other people grace. The more grace that you show others as they're going through their process, the more grace you will receive and the more grace you will experience. And the more grace you experience, the more strength that you will have to be able to keep running this race with patience. So again, this video may not be for everybody, but it is for you. And until next time, I love you. Happy Easter. I'll see you guys in the next video. And you've heard me say it before, but I'm saying it again. Give yourself grace.
You probably heard me say this before, but I had to say it again. Overdubs.